If you've ever wanted to learn how to slice, dice, mince, chiffonade, priffonade, delifonade, those are fake, or any of the basic techniques of cooking, you're at the right place. Hello, my breakers and breakettes. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Break It Down. And today we're going to be removing the arils, or the seeds, of a pomegranate. We'll go over two different ways, the first being much more for presentation or for sharing, and the second for a more functional use. So you'll need either a paring knife, a large knife, some sort of a spoon, it could be a wooden one if you need, and a vessel with water in it. A vessel with water. Where did I come up with that? Now, whichever method you choose, you want to start out rolling the pomegranate with a slight pressure to loosen the seeds. And with method one, what we're going to do is peel off the top third or top fourth, whatever part of that it would call it, fractionally. And just like peppers, they've kind of got ribs in the middle of them. So we're going to run our knife through the ribs to about 1/4 to the bottom and cut those into segments like you would almost an orange. So this again is much more for presentation or for sharing. And remember, you don't want to slice all the way through to the seeds. We're just trying to slice that skin layer. The ribs will kind of do the rest to help you break it into the segments that you would like. And if you would like to get just the seeds, now is the time to lightly, if with your fingers, just kind of dig them out. You want to have the water underneath, because the water does a good job of separating the membrane from the seeds when it goes into the water. That way you can just skim the membranes off the top. But again, this method is not really for this use to get the seeds out. It is much more for sections to hand off to folks. And this is the much more functional method. You want to take a larger knife, and with a slight pressure, just cutting into the outer skin, we want to make a complete incision on the outside, and then give it the old pickle jar twist till you get that top and bottom half separated. And now over top of your water vessel, you're going to take one of your pomegranate halves and palm the part that you have now cut open and flip it over. And then with a pretty good amount of force, you're going to want to pop that thing with the spoon as many times as needed to get the seeds to fall out. And depending on the ripeness or not ripeness of it, it may take more or less time. But if you need to, you can always flip it over and pull it apart a little to loosen up the seeds, and eventually all of them will come out. But if you have some stragglers, you can always just remove them by hand. Just be kind of careful. Outside of this camera shot, it is an absolute bloody pomegranate mess. But what we need to do now, again, like I was saying, is get rid of that membrane that floats to the top of the water and swish it around just to get some of those things to loosen up. We're going to strain it. And I just split mine down the middle and put half into an airtight sealed container in the refrigerator, and that should hold for about 3 to 5 days. And the other half I spread out onto a piece of wax paper on either a cutting board or a sheet tray. And then eventually, once they've frozen, you can put them into a sealed container and keep them in the freezer until you need them next time. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day or night or wherever you are. See you on the next one. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, there's more over here. Don't forget to subscribe.